Once again, I welcome you all for Standard 6, Subject General Science. Students, we will be continuing with chapter number 11, Work and Energy Module 2. My name is Ms. Jagjeet Kaur. So before starting with module 2, let us see what are the learning objectives. So in this module, you all will be learning about what is transformation of energy. Then what are energy resources and the types of energy resources such as conventional or non-renewable energy resources and non-conventional or renewable energy resources. And we will be learning about energy saving and green energy. Now students, first let us recall what we have studied in module 1. So we studied that work is said to be done when an object is displaced, that is original place is changed by applying a force on it. Work done changes with the change in the applied force and also with the change in displacement of the object. When the same force is applied, the object which displaces more performs more work. Both force and displacement must be taken into account to measure work, and the capacity of the body to do work is called energy. When force is applied, energy stored in a body is used to do work, that is, energy is transformed into work. And the unit of work and energy is joules in SI unit, that is System International Unit. The energy in an object which is used to do mechanical work is called mechanical energy. And mechanical energy is of two types, that is potential energy and kinetic energy. The energy which is stored in an object due to a specific state or position of that object is called potential energy, and the energy in the body due to its motion is called kinetic energy. Heat is a form of energy and it is measured in calorie, and light is also a form of energy. Plants use this energy to make their own food by converting it into chemical energy. Sound is also a form of energy as it performs work, and the energy produced due to chemical actions is called chemical energy, and the energy obtained from electricity is called electrical energy. Now students, what is transformation of energy? A transformation of energy takes place when work is done. Now let us consider one chain of transformation of energy. The water evaporates due to heat of the sun, and this water vapor forms clouds that give rain. Rainwater flows into rivers and is stored in reservoirs on dams. These are at a height and therefore their water has potential energy, which is transformed into kinetic energy as the water falls downwards. So when the water falls on the turbine, its kinetic energy is transferred to the turbine and the turbine rotates producing electrical energy. And the other example is sound transferred into a microphone is converted into electrical energy, which is further converted into sound energy by a loudspeaker. And also electrical energy is converted into sound and light energy by a television. And electrical energy is converted into mechanical energy and sound energy by a mixture. So thus, we see that we are indirectly utilizing nothing but solar energy in all these transformations of energy. So in other words, the sun is the most important source of all energy. Now students, what are energy resources? Yes, energy resources are all forms of fuels used in the modern world, either for heating, generation of electrical energy, or for other forms of energy conversion processes. Energy resources are mainly of two types from which we could get energy. So the two types of energy resources are conventional or non-renewable resources and non-conventional or renewable resources. Further, non-conventional or renewable resources types are solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy, hydroelectric or tidal power, oceanic wave energy, and atomic energy. So now students, we will understand the types of energy resources as conventional and non-conventional and the types of non-conventional resources in detail. Now, what are conventional or non-renewable energy resources? The energy resources which man has been using for long time or for centuries are called conventional energy sources or non-renewable energy resources. Now, they are limited in nature. For example, conventional energy resources include coal, and fossil fuels such as petrol, diesel, and natural gas. We cannot replenish these resources, and wood also cannot be replenished easily. So wood is also an example of conventional energy resources. Now students, due to the increasing population and increasing usage of energy resources, there is a danger that the limited reserves of coal, petrol, diesel, crude oil and natural gas will get exhausted. Therefore, it will be better to use alternative and supplementary resources instead of the conventional ones. Now let's learn about non-conventional or renewable energy resources. So the energy resources which are not used traditionally and which are not exhaustible, that is, can be used again and again, are known as non-conventional energy resources. Now the various types of non-conventional energy resources are as follows: solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy, hydroelectric or tidal power, oceanic wave energy and atomic energy. Now students, we will understand the various types of non-conventional energy resources in detail. Students, now let's learn about solar energy. Now the energy obtained from the sun is continuous and enormous. So it is said that the sun provides heat as well as light energy, which is known as solar energy. Solar energy is at the root of all energy available on the earth, and a variety of devices have been developed for making use of solar energy. For example, solar cooker, solar water heater, solar dryer, solar cell, etc. use heat energy of the sun. Now students, in the devices mentioned, heat energy obtained from the sun is utilized to cook food, heat water and to dry grain. And in a solar cell, electrical energy can be obtained from solar energy. Solar electric plants have the capacity to produce electricity on a large scale. And a solar plant consists of many solar cells. Students, now let's understand about wind energy. Now, energy from flow of winds is used to generate electricity by means of windmills. Now, students, what is windmill? A windmill is a structure that is used to convert the power of the wind into electricity. So we can say that electricity is generated by means of windmills using strong winds. And a windmill is also used for drawing water from a well. Now students, what is tidal energy? Energy produced due to high tides and low tides is called tidal energy. Tidal energy is produced by the forward movement of ocean waters during the rise and fall of tides. Tidal energy is a renewable source of energy, and during the 20th century, engineers developed ways to use tidal movement to generate electricity in areas where there is a significant tidal range, that is a difference in area between high tide and low tide. And all methods use special generators to convert tidal energy into electricity. Now the next non-conventional energy resource is hydroelectric or tidal power. Now the water stored in a dam at a height is brought down through a tunnel and the turbines of the generator are rotated. And the place where electricity is generated in this way is called a hydroelectric or tidal power plant. The Koina project in Maharashtra is a well-known hydel project. There are also other smaller hydroelectric plants located at other dam sites. Now let's learn about the energy obtained from oceanic waves. Now while sea waves move forward in a certain direction, the water moves up and down regularly at a position. So this too can be used to generate electricity. That means we can say that waves formed in ocean are also used to generate electricity. Now let's learn about atomic energy. When heavy elements like uranium, thorium break into parts, that means undergo fission, large atomic energy is generated. So the serious crisis of electricity shortage can be eased by generating electricity by means of atomic energy. And the heat liberated during the fission of atoms of heavy elements such as uranium, thorium is used to generate electricity. Now let's learn about energy saving and green energy. Saving energy is as good as generating energy. There are several ways of saving energy, such as putting off lamps when not needed, making maximum use of sunlight, etc. Saving energy and energy resources is very necessary. Otherwise, we will have to face a serious calamity like global warming. And the energy resources which do not produce smoke and carbon gases such as carbon monoxide or carbon dioxide are called green energy resources. And saving energy and energy resources as well as greater use of green energy resources is the need of hour. Students, now this was the end of the chapter. Now let us summarize what we have learned. So we learned about transformation of energy, and transformation of energy takes place when work is done. Energy resources are mainly of two types from which we could get energy, that is conventional energy resources, also called as non-renewable energy resources, and non-conventional resources, which are also called as renewable energy resources. Then the resources which man has been using for a long time are called conventional energy resource, and the energy resources which are not used traditionally and which are not exhaustible, that is can be used again and again, are known as non-conventional energy resources. The various types of non-conventional energy resources are solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy, hydroelectric or hydropower, oceanic wave energy and atomic energy. And the sun provides heat as well as light energy, which is known as solar energy. And the energy from flow of winds is used to generate electricity by means of windmills. Energy produced due to high tides and low tides is called tidal energy. The water stored in a dam at a height is brought down through a tunnel and the turbines of the generator are rotated. The electricity generated is called hydroelectric or tidal power. Waves formed in ocean are also used to generate electricity. And the heat liberated during the fission of atoms of heavy elements such as uranium, thorium is used to generate electricity. And the energy resources which do not produce smoke and carbon gases such as carbon monoxide or carbon dioxide are called green energy resources. Students, here is an assignment for you all. So the first question for the assignment is choose the correct alternative. So the first question is a brick falling from third floor of a building has dash. The options are sound energy, wind energy, kinetic energy, no energy. So what is the answer? Yes, correct. It's kinetic energy. So a brick falling from third floor of a building has kinetic energy. Now the second question is burning of wood produces dash. The options are heat, sound, light, all of these. So which is the correct answer? Correct. Burning of wood produces all of these. All of these means burning of wood produces heat, sound and light. The third question, energy obtained from tides in the sea is dash energy. And the options are wind, tidal, oceanic, hydroelectric. So what is the answer? Correct. Energy obtained from tides in the sea is tidal energy. Now the next question for the assignment is right or wrong, and if the statement is wrong, you have to write the correct sentence. So the first sentence is Amit is sitting in front of computer all day long. He has done a lot of work. It is right or wrong? Very good. The sentence is wrong as there is no displacement, no work is done. The Amit is sitting in front of computer all day long. He has done no work. Now the second sentence is, it is difficult to move a bucket when it is filled completely. Now this statement is right or wrong? Very good. This sentence given is right. Now the third sentence, wood is not a non-renewable energy resource. So it is right or wrong? Correct. The sentence given is wrong and the correct sentence is wood is non-renewable energy resource. Thank you, dear students.